All right, so we are doing the bachelor tank for Artemis.
We need to some tuxedos.
Or at least tuxedo t-shirts.
Right.
And so, Aiden, explain what you're doing right now.
Well, right now, I've gotten this lovely bag of cypress mulch right here.
Cypress mulch check.
And what I've done, essentially, is I've torn a hole in the corner. And I have poured it.
Is it the most excellent hole that you have ever torn?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
And then I have taken that bag and I put it into the tank. And the mulch, see, goes through the hole. And it ends up in here. But you can't have it all mount up on one side. Because he won't like that. So what you have to do, you have to take it and you have to spread it out. Like icing on a cake. So,
however, the front corner also is still not. You stand back from your work. Yes. Move the popo.
Okay, so
which is funny. I call him Popo all the time, but that's like a police nickname.
Okay.
He's the Popo of the reptile room.
Yeah, because he rolls. So
my rat don't jiggle jiggle, it rolls.
Right now, I'm currently making sure, like right in that front corner right there, it was not very well filled in. So I'm making sure it's all patted down.
Well, you don't have to pat it down. It can still be fluffy.
Well, it's going to stay fluffy in that case. And I'm like...
just spreading it so it's a little more even. Like that back corner still needs some.
You can't...
Right there.
Which back corner? That back corner's fine, that back corner's fine.
I'm zooming in.
I cannot see your camera screen. This is not for my viewing experience.
This is Aiden. This is Aiden's job. This is Daisy.
Is it this corner?
It's the back corner over by the snake rack. It's like really high, and then like not. Now you're just being extra.
Ah! Look at these extras I want to be. Tell you what, these things that, what are we putting in here again?
Artemis!
Artemis is gonna love this so much, so all the other Artemises in the world are gonna be jealous.
Of his bachelor tank that says Inferno on it, but he is obviously not Inferno.
Are you okay with this? Does this meet your leveling satisfactory needs?
I feel like it does. Now we got to figure out a water dish. I think we can use the dubia dish from the Bearded Dragons.
Where's that at?
It is over there in that gray bowl.
Oh, it's blue to me.
It's on top of the hog.
Oh, that?
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do?
Oh! We're still doing the tutorial. Tutorialing.
Is we're gonna use the sink of awesomeness, which is right here, and it's so awesome because I can move the faucet. So I'm gonna place
and water comes out.
And
here,
water comes out. So I'm gonna make sure it's rinsed out. It doesn't have anything nasty in it. I'm gonna let it fill up. So how was your day today? Was your day good? Well, that's too bad because the thing's full. So it's done now. And I don't want to overfill it because I don't want a slippery spill it over the place because I don't want to slippity slip and fall. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a nice little walk on over to here. And where do you want this?
Front corner where the other one is.
So there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then like the giant machine that lowers things, we're going to lower it into the tank.
Beep, 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 beep.
And it's in there. So now we have our water dish and our nice leveled out enclosure.
I just hope that he can't crawl out the top because I'm not convinced he won't. Yeah, it does.
Where is the lid?
Turn around. Put the lid on. Lid on. And now we have the bachelor tank. And that needs to go under there.
I'm editing the video right now, and I'm looking back at this clip and what you're about to see. I look like an absolute like an awful person. The following little bit is a joke. If I was like genuinely like joking, I would have been more than happy to put the bag of mulch into the thing. I was just joking. Yeah. Underwear.
Under there.
Oh, the mulch?
Yeah.
Okay. I just did that. I carried a bag of rocks from, about a quarter mile away.
We did gangster stuff today.
I carried a bag of
And
rocks.
by gangster stuff, we took rocks from a field.
I hauled this bag of cypress. I leveled it out. I filled up the water bowl. I used enthusiasm. I think you deserve to do something.
I don't know where the screwdriver is. No, it's not.
Oh, that's a snake.
It is. Look at my new ball python. Her name is Cinnabon. She's beautiful. She's my Bible girl. She doesn't bawl as much as most ball pythons do. She's less bally than most of the ball pythons.
I see.
Yes. Because she's friendly, so she doesn't just stay in a little ball. She wants to explore her surroundings.
Indeed. Okay. I'm off on an adventure.
To find a drill?
Quite possibly.
Why do you have a bamboo stick?
In case I need a weapon.
In our backyard?
Yes.
Fair enough. We've got a lot of changes around the reptile room this week, so I'm going to be happy to show you guys some of that. Talk to you about some of the things we're venturing into, and we got all kinds of exciting stuff, so this should be a pretty good episode. I'm going to start out with the biggest news we've got in our Tegu tank over here. Let's see here, there's our babies. But in the tunnel, you probably can't see right now, our girl Athena, we believe is gravid. We're not 100% sure, but we did make the announcement on Facebook that we think our girl is pregnant. So we're going to be working this week on getting Artemis out of her enclosure to make sure that they don't fight and make sure he doesn't eat any eggs, because that would be most bad. And we will be putting him in this lovely temporary enclosure that was given to us on loan by Standout Serpents, our sponsor for today, and they are always so helpful and definitely help us achieve a lot of the things we want to achieve around here. So definitely very grateful to Kirk and his crew over there. And so yeah, Artemis, unfortunately, will have to go into his bachelor tank here. We'll be setting that up tomorrow. Probably going to go ahead and film that and add that into this episode. And then we'll be getting Athena ready. We'll be building up her side of the enclosure with extra cypress bedding. And then we will be getting her ready to nest in hopes that we get some Tegu eggs this year, which would be absolutely phenomenal. We are so dang excited about it. Other things around the reptile room, which are new and exciting, is we acquired a beautiful pied ball python, which is definitely been on Jason's wish list. Can't talk. For a long time, he's always wanted a pied. This beautiful one came into Standout, and he saw it, and we kind of jumped on that pied ball python train. We think it's a male. We're gonna double check that this week, make sure if it is a male. We're leaning towards Lieutenant Dan because he has no legs. So he is a new addition. We're not really planning on doing ball python breeding. It's not something we're really looking into at this time. But, you know, if we do get a female at some point, we may breed just for fun. Other news, we extended our snake rack. Now we have a large rack for Gonite King snakes that I got for BHB when they did the colubrid sale. Right now, I do have the male and female in together. They have locked about 4 times, but I haven't shown any signs of Anne being pregnant. Sorry, it took me a minute to come up with her name because we only have a couple reptiles. But I haven't shown any signs of Anne being gravid, so I went ahead and threw them together tonight just to try one more time. Maybe try a couple times to get them to hook up and maybe get a clutch out of them still this year, which would be so exciting. I really want a clutch out of them. And then in this tank here, you can see we finally brought home our big baby. And that there is Maverick. And that is our Asian water monitor that we are so excited to have. This one came from also Standout Serpents. Go figure. So we were able to luck into him. Kirk made us a deal we couldn't refuse. And now Maverick is home with us. We did trade in Ted Bundy for him. Ted Bundy is up for sale there now. The mangrove monitor, but we decided to go big or go home. We weren't really big. So we do have him now. The other new thing in our collection, our pied pinstripe female bearded dragon. So we've got this little girl here. She has not been named yet. You can see that beautiful pinstripe, and we've got the pied spotting. She is absolutely beautiful. She is in shed right now, but her head does have a lot of red coloration in it. We're really excited to see what kind of breeding project that we can turn out with this little girl, because she is absolutely stunning. Or as some of my favorite animal enthusiasts would say, she is a ripper. So we've got that going on too. So yeah, lots of changes lately that we haven't covered on the channel. Lots of exciting things going on, lots of breeding projects getting started. We are super excited here. We've got our isopods going. We have about 20 different types of isopods that we're breeding right now. All kinds of great stuff going on. Hopefully we're getting Miss Penelope fattened up, and we are hoping that we will get some babies out of her pretty soon. She's almost at the body condition where I'm comfortable breeding her, so we'll see what happens with that. In other news, I am rehabbing an MBD leopard gecko that came in through rescue. We'll see how that goes. Going better than the last one we had. It wasn't in quite as bad a shape, but it's definitely a challenge, so we'll see what we can do. We still have our leopard gecko breeding project that'll be getting off the ground here pretty soon, because Lucille is about at breeding size. And that's about it. We did have a little loss. We did lose Tater while we were in Alaska. I don't think it's anything. He was showing some signs of age before we left. I was trying a few different things with him, and he wasn't really responding. You know, these things happen, guys. Peter's Bandids are always wild caught. You never know how old they are when you get them. We still have Oscar. Oscar's still doing great. And if we get a chance, we'll definitely get Oscar a friend, because he does seem pretty lonely. We also do have another Dumbo rat on the way. She will be here hopefully in about 4 weeks. She's just not old enough to go in with Poe yet. Her name is Pearl, and we're hoping for some really cute Dumbo rat babies out of that. Hopefully get them homed out as pets. I hate feeding them off, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. I can't have a bunch of rats running around here, but if people buy them as pets, I definitely raise them up and will sell them as pets first and foremost, because they're awesome. I love Dumbo rats. I never knew I loved Dumbo rats until my friend had some and showed them to me, and I was like, oh, I love Dumbo rats. Also on the table, we did do great at the All Ohio. I am in process of making more bearded dragon hats. Lots and lots of bearded dragon hats, because you guys love them, and it's awesome. And they are available at Standout right now. And I'm also going to be working on jumping spider enclosures and snake shed jewelry. And then we want to do a quail breeding project. And I still work full-time as a respiratory therapist. And I have